Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Pablo Picasso, the famous Spanish painter and sculptor. Here are a few facts about Pablo Picasso's life that you can read through if you have time. He has three famous art periods: the Blue Period, the Rose Period, and the African Influence Period. Go ahead and read through those, and you can pause the video if you need to. His art types and practices include cubism, synthetic cubism, sculpture, and abstract art. We'll focus on abstract art for our video today. The art materials he used were pens and pencils for drawing and sketches, oil pastels for canvases, and metal and wood for sculptures. Here are a few quotes you can read through, and they really are all really great. Here's a list of the websites I got all of this information from if you'd like to check them out. Now let's get to our project for this week. Hey guys, today we're going to be creating some Picasso portraits using some dice. So I hope you guys enjoy it. What you're going to need for this project is anything that you can color with, so markers, crayons, and even paint if you have it. You're going to need scissors and a glue stick, one piece of white printer paper, and then 2 pieces of your choice color of construction paper. And I have made my own Picasso portraits dice game, so you're welcome to pause the video and use this one, or there's lots on the internet already. If you just look up Roll Picasso, you'll find them. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and you need a piece of dice from one of your favorite board games, okay? So let's move this stuff out of the way. And what I'm gonna start off with is my white piece of paper, okay? So let's get our game started. I want to my first roll I'm going to use for the face shape. Now you don't have to make it into a dice game if you'd rather not. You could just choose your favorites, it's up to you. But I'm going to do a few from the dice, and I'm going to do a few that I just choose. So for the first one, for the face shape, I'm going to roll the dice, and whatever I get, see that's 4, so it would be this shape. And it's only going to take up half of your paper. So let's try. I'll put this where I can see what it looks like. Now, I would suggest using a pencil first, but you could always use a marker. I'm going to go ahead and start with the marker just because I want you guys to be able to see it in the video. So we said this one. Let's see. Go ahead and draw this shape. And the nose that sticks out, and of course it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going for our best here, okay? So we're going to start off with. Then I get to choose the next one. So for on my page, the next one would be rolling for the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and take my dice. Oh, wow, 4s. Get another 4. I could choose to draw this eye, or I can pick any of these, but I'll go ahead and choose this one. Of course, I don't have to make it the same colors. You guys can make whatever colors you like. I'm gonna go with green, put it to where I can see it. Similar eye. Something similar. I can go ahead and make it whatever color I would like it to be. And if you guys know how to draw eyes, I would tell you go ahead and draw your own. Come up with your own. The funny thing about Picasso is that things usually didn't fit. They were very abstract. So this eye is technically facing this way, but on my portrait, this eye, it's almost like backwards, the way it should be for this face, but that is totally fine. And then after I do that, I usually draw for the nose. Now this face shape kind of already gives me a nose, so I don't have to, but if I wanted to, say, choose one that kind of fit, maybe like this one, what I could do is I could go back onto this nose shape and I could add things to it, like maybe 2 nostrils, or even put a curl in there if I wanted, okay? All right, and now we're gonna go to the mouth shape. And take our dice, see our mouths. I might choose this mouth this time. I really like this one, so in my example, I chose that one. So I might do this one because it's a little hard. So let's see. I haven't used blue yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make it touch this line here. So I'm gonna show you my example of the one I did earlier. What we want to have is we want to have there be a line that comes down and connects your nose to your mouth all the way down. So for this one, I kind of already have that line, but I'm just gonna put the mouth right on this line here. And of course, taking any color, like pink, and coloring that in. And the top as well. Might actually leave the top blue. All right, so now that we have our nose and our eye, you could even connect this. Let's see, let's get the black. You could even connect this here if you wanted. It's really up to you, it's your portrait. So for this one, the eye wasn't connected, but I'm gonna go ahead and choose to connect them. Now that you've done this, we get to color the back side, whether you have markers or if you have, I'm gonna go ahead and use a light color, markers or pencil colors or whatever you have at home. Color the whole area. When I'm using markers, instead of holding it like this on the tip where it only covers a small amount of area, if you hold them on the side because they're chiseled, it covers more of an area for you. Good idea if you're using markers. Ooh. Since yellow is a light color, it's kind of picking up some of this blue and creating a green, but that's all right. Be careful with your light colors. Ooh. And lots of small spaces for myself. Okay, and lastly, the very top portion. And anything you want to leave white, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to leave this eyelid white, go ahead. All right, and now we need to cut this side out. Moving very slowly. You always want to make sure that you take your time, especially when you're using scissors, because we mess up whenever we try and go quickly. So go ahead and take your time and watch for your fingers. Okay, now this face shape, because it already had the nose in it, is going to be half of our face. It's going to be this half. So that means I'm going to need a whole other side, okay? The one I did for this face shape, I used this one. So what I did was I drew the whole thing and only put one eye on one side, drew a line down the middle, cut this part out all the way around, and then underneath this is the whole one that I drew and I just glued it on top. Now that's probably not going to be very possible with this one. So what we're going to do is we are going to, if I wanted my face to be the other side of purple, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw the other side of this face wherever I want to, kind of like this. And you know what? Forgot to do it in marker for you guys to be able to see it. So let's just outline that in marker. Then like this, I have to come up with my own other side of the face. So for my younger kids, this version might be easier for you guys. And for my older kids, you can for sure draw your own face. You'll think you'll find that a little bit easier. Just be careful when you're tracing. I'm gonna trace all the way around. So even though I didn't start with a full face picture, I can always go back in and outline one. And I know I got a little bit right here, but that's okay. It makes it unique. So now this technically would be my whole face shape. So I'm gonna do same thing, holding those scissors and my cutting hand or elbow right next to my body so that I make sure I'm not waving it around. I'm using my scissors safely. I'm gonna go all the way around and cut this whole shape out. Carefully, and I'm done. Move my scrap paper to the side. Now what I can do is when I take my glue stick and glue it here. Notice you get a smaller side face, but that's perfectly fine. I kind of like it, okay? I'm gonna let you guys choose whenever we go to put our background paper. For mine, I chose a black construction paper just because the colors pop a little bit more, but you're more than welcome to use any color construction paper. Okay. Next up, I'm going to put glue on the back of this. Taking my glue stick, rolling it up. I'm going to try and get glue all over. Make sure you're holding with 2 hands and really supporting that paper so we don't rip it. 2 fingers, sorry. All the way around. Okay, lifting and trying as best as I can to match up those sides, those edges. Hopefully something like that, yeah. Pressing down firmly and rubbing with the tops of my hands. All right, we are halfway there. Now what you could do next is you could choose to pick another one of these eyes, a different one, and draw it on this side using your markers, your colors, or your crayons, color pencils, or you could actually draw it on a different piece of paper, cut it out, and glue it on here. So it's up to you guys. I actually have some extra scrap white paper that we cut our face out from. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw one of the other eyes on here. I'm gonna draw the one that you guys can see. And make my eyelashes. You can make it a little bit different than the one I have up there. Okay. Let's go ahead and color that one in. And now I can choose to cut it in any shape I would like to cut it in. So I'm gonna just take it off this. And I'm going to cut it using, see if I can make a triangle out of this. Risky. All right, now if you like that shape, great. If not, you can make a different one. And then you could, oh, it is too big. So you know what? I'm gonna make it different. Okay, any shape you'd like. I'm gonna cut that one as well. Part's the process, guys. And then I could glue it this way, I could glue it slanted, I could glue it that way. It's up to you. So I'm gonna put glue on the back. I like the purple glue again because it shows up and then disappears, but I can really see where exactly I put the glue at. And for this eye, I'm gonna do it slanted, like this. And it doesn't even have to match up if you don't want it to. For this one, I drew on top of my construction paper with a marker, and it kind of messed up some of those colors, whereas on the white piece of paper, you're really gonna see those colors very well, okay? For this one as well, I ended up putting the mouth all the way across because I did have the whole face done at that time. For this one, I just have the mouth on this side. So if you would like, you're more than welcome to carry your mouth over to this side and just kind of connect it. But of course, it's your picture. It is up to you. You do not have to, okay? Now that I've got my face completed, I'm gonna take my background construction paper. Well, not yet background. This is gonna be the hair for your person. So you get to decide how you want their hair to look. Do you want it to have little pigtails coming off the side? Do you have long hair or short hair? It's really up to you. For this one, my little girl has a bob going all the way around, kind of. But for this one, I could do a really awesome afro around her hair. So then I could just do something like this. And it's really all up to you. Whatever you're feeling. Whatever maybe your hair looks like, or someone you know's hair looks like. Go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut this out as well. And I made a bunch of little loops, so of course it's gonna be harder for me to cut out. But that's okay. Notice how I'm starting from the side, and I'm gonna go back in there and cut it a little bit closer to the line. Sometimes it's just easier that way instead of having to lug this whole piece of paper around. I'm gonna show you. This way. Then cut straight across, cutting all of this extra paper that I really don't need, cutting it off. Okay? Makes it easier for me and a smaller piece of paper to cut. In there, guys. I'm gonna try really hard to get this as close as we can. All the way around. Goodness, maybe this afro wasn't a good idea. I love this hair though. I'm going to teach you a trick as well. If you don't like these black lines, because we outlined in black, after we cut it out, you just flip it over and there are no more black lines. So if you miss a couple of black lines, or if you absolutely messed it up, don't worry about it because we can easily fix it. I'm kind of going back and forth with these. Sometimes it's easier to get really small pieces that way. Just have some patience when you're doing this. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. No one's expecting you to be. If you mess up, just make something out of it. Going, almost done. Oops, I went out of the frame there. Oh, we're so close. Okay, one more. Yay! And we're done. So I'm gonna go, I don't really like the lines that I can see, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. Get all my cute little curly spots. Of course, from here, if you would like, you could fix it. Anything that you need fixing, if you don't like how this curls upward, you could fix that. And lastly, now I get to take my black paper. So I'm gonna grab a black construction paper. Like I said, yours doesn't have to be black, but I'm gonna use black because the colors look really nice. Take the black, lay it down, lay my hair down. I'm gonna glue this on top of the hair. So what I have to do first is glue my hair down. Grab your handy dandy glue stick. Oh, I'm almost out of glue. I'm gonna need another glue stick. That's fine. Alright guys, I'm back and I have found another glue stick to use. So go ahead and open this one. Oh, there we go, brand new. And we're going to finish this off. See how you can really see where the purple is? Super nice. All those edges. And then we'll flip this over. And position it on our paper. Using my hand over to smooth out. After you have the hair down, last thing is to place your face wherever you'd like to place it. So we're going to go ahead and put glue on the back of this one. All right, looks good. And then here it comes. Putting it in the right position. I think here is probably a good place. And then moving that down, make sure that we give it some pressure for at least 30 seconds so that the edges don't fly up. And guys, that's really all you need to do. And if you like to, you could put your name in the hair if possible, or even at the bottom, but make sure you maybe put it on a white piece of paper or use something that'll show up on the black, okay? So this is not me, because my hair doesn't do that, even though that would be super cool. But you could write your name in it if you wanted to. Let's see. All right, pretty cool. You could even design it yourself if you wanted to put a bow in her hair or even a bandana across the top. Maybe my little boys would put a tie, or girls put a tie, and then finish off her neck if you'd like. All right, so these are my 2 examples. I hope that you guys make some of these. I cannot wait to see what you guys do. Please send them to me or put them in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys have been working on. All right, guys, bye.